Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. I want to give you guys a quick update, okay? All right. So, YouTube has really been playing with me. I'm not fully understanding why, but more recently, like they took a chunk of my revenue and didn't really have an explanation as to why they did it. And this isn't the first time that they've done it. They've actually, there was a series of things that's happened. First of all, in October, a lot of you guys that may know, because I remember posting on my page that we were going to move to the backup channel. That was because YouTube ended up demonetizing my whole channel. But I wasn't the only person that happened to. It happened to a lot of people, so therefore it was a glitch in the system. Okay, the next thing, the next month, November, they ended up removing a full week of revenue from me. Okay, I'm like, what the hell? Reach out, talk to them about it. I wasn't the only person that was happening to. It was happening to a lot of people. It was a glitch. This time, after numbers come in for revenue, they take another nice chunk out of my revenue, which extremely problematic, right? I've never had anything like that happen after I've already, got the revenue set. Like once the month is over and they pretty much show you what it's going to be. I never had anything like that. So this is like a first time. And again, I'm not the only person that this is happening to. But for some reason, this particular time, they are not going to be fixing it for whatever reason, right? And I'm just like, that is so crazy. Like they tried to give me like some reason. Basically, the reason was that my channel last month got a lot of views last month in comparison to what it has in the past. So for YouTube, they think that I was doing something like some bots or something. I don't know. They call it some type of invalid traffic or whatever they call it. And I'm like, that is so weird because that doesn't, number one, explain anything. And if you feel like I've gotten more views on some stuff, then why not just take the views back? You know what I'm saying? And then that would make sense as to why certain revenue was snatched. But yeah, it didn't make any sense. And again, the crazy thing is I don't believe that because it's happened on a ton of people's channels, right? I do know that a lot of people aren't as vocal about it, and I don't know why. I wish that they were, you know what I'm saying? So we could develop our own little community. They're not as vocal about it because I remember when the demonetization thing happened, and then I told you guys like, hey, we moving over here to the secondary channel since YouTube's on some BS. I don't know what they got going on, but they've been on some BS the past few months. It's been very weird. And so some of your favorite people, they hit me up like, you too, da 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 da, but they never said anything about it. At least I didn't see. So I'm like, why we don't really talk about this? Like somebody has to say something before, someone comes along and be like, oh, that happened to you. I don't know. Maybe it's like, maybe it's the embarrassment maybe that comes with it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe people aren't comfortable with sharing it. I mean, it is what it is. Okay. That's their situation. But anyway, I wanted to just tell you guys about what YouTube has been doing over here. And I really feel like I work very hard on my channel. I put a lot of effort into the things that I do over here on my channel. So it really bothers me and frustrates me when YouTube is over here effing with my channel. And I did think about it like, well, at least my whole channel wasn't snatched. Y'all know how they tried to play Bondi last year. Thank God, she was able to get that channel back within a week. But if she didn't, like, if there were no any like communications where, hey, try to reach out to this person, X, Y, and Z, then she probably would have never got her channel back. Right. And again, as I said, with everything that they've been doing, like with the revenue stuff, that's been very weird. They've done this before in 2020, where they took some people's like 50% of their revenue from them, and those people never got it back. Like what? And they had like no explanation about it or anything that made people understand like, well, why is this happening, right? And the crazy thing is that Forbes wrote about it like back in 2020, and YouTube has yet to do anything. Now it didn't happen to me last year, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that was because like 2021 to me was like my first year like getting back, being like super consistent and stuff. So I was a bit surprised that it happened during this time, like I ain't gonna say during this time because it's never happened. So I was pretty surprised that it was happening is what I'm trying to say. So I'm like, that is just crazy. And it really frustrates me because again, I feel like I put a lot in. I bring a lot of entertainment over here to the channel. I do a lot. You feel what I'm saying? So because of that, and it has frustrated me so much, I almost wasn't even gonna do no videos today. Like I was really pissed because not only did they do that for the November, they turning around and they're doing something similar to December. And I'm like, what? Like, why is this? Like, this is some new I've never seen. So if y'all snatch revenue in November and then gave it back, and then at the end, once revenue has been, finalized or whatever, you still snatch a chunk. And then now we get to December and you're fluctuating and you plan and you probably gonna do the same thing in January where you take a chunk. I'm like, I feel a way about that. I do not like that. Again, I feel like I work hard. I put a lot into the content that I do. So I'm not saying that I'm going to be not posting on YouTube. I'm going to continue to do it, especially for the people that I have over there. But I will say this for those of you guys that don't know, understand my Love and Marriage Huntsville and my Real Housewives of Potomac reviews will be moving to Patreon. So if you would like to get access to that, join the Patreon so that you guys can see that. I am going to do other things where I plan to like do watch alongs and stuff, give you my live reaction as I'm watching the show, as well as give you the review. And then I have another host of things that I want to do that I did not do when I first signed up with my Patreon earlier this year. But now I have like more ideas of things that I want to do. Okay, I will definitely drop content here on Patreon, not here, but on Patreon first before I drop anything over to YouTube. And then there will be things that are going to be primarily over there to Patreon. So if you like to support me, definitely join the Patreon. I would absolutely love that. I would appreciate it if it's within your capacity to do so. Again, I would definitely appreciate it if you guys support me. And it just makes me, when this situation happened, it just made me think about Bondi and just other creators. And it's just like, you just can never tell with YouTube. Like, yeah, we get on here every day and we do it because, of course, we do get paid, but also we really do enjoy the people that interact with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all definitely make it fun. But when YouTube try to play on your top as a content creator, it's kind of like, now I see why a few people have definitely went on over and got their own Patreon or their own website, which I do have my website and I am working on doing a members only over there. But I feel like it's clearly taking me much longer than what I expected for that. So I'm just going to move everything over to Patreon for the time being until I get all that together over on the website. And shout out to, and I can't even remember your name, but shout out to you because you hit me up on Instagram like, JB, like, girl, I had went to your website. Is your, is it down? Like, what's going on? And what's crazy is I wasn't expecting anybody to really be on my doggone website for real, So I was just surprised. Like, she was saying it like she always go on there or something. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm glad that she told me there was a error on my end. So I made sure that I fixed that and she was able to, get back on the website. So I definitely appreciate all of the support that y'all give me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it takes a lot for me to mention this because I do not like to be like a vulnerable person. So I feel like that's kind of where I am right now, like being vulnerable, like expressing myself and how I feel. Like sometimes I'll be trying to like hold back or whatever. But and maybe that explains a lot as to why a lot of creators don't come out when they're experiencing a lot of things behind the scenes with YouTube that they don't come to the front and tell everybody like what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. And it's like I was, I've been talking to the chat people. They've been saying the same thing. I talked to them ever since Monday because I'm like, girl, wait a minute. Girl, there's been a dip. What is happening? Like, this is not how that's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing they give me are copied and pasted answers from what I can research on my own. And then they're saying, oh, we're looking at your whole channel and we're seeing this and we're seeing, girl, you're not answering my question, baby. So shout out to my fiance because he did some research and that's what he came across the Forbes article. And he's like, this has happened before. And I was like, are you kidding me? He's like, nah, this happened in 2020 and YouTube did absolutely nothing about it. And Forbes called them out and said that they weren't doing anything about it. It appears to be some type of glitch in their system. And they're not trying to fix it or anything. So I mean, yeah, so that's just what I plan to do, moving my Love and Marriage Huntsville, Real Housewives of Potomac reviews over to Patreon. Again, hopefully you guys join me. I'm trying to see like what else did I want to tell y'all. Again, I'm still going to put some content over here on YouTube. Don't get it twisted. I'm still going to, because I still do want to grow the platform, girl. I just don't want them playing on my top and trying me. You know what I'm saying? When I earn something, that's like you being at work and you earning your money, you doing your job. And then next thing you know, your check is short. It's like, girl, what? Why, girl, I gave y'all how many hours up in this piece and you only going to give me this? That's not right. That's not fair. They can't explain it. So yeah, also I think another reason why I was kind of like hesitant on coming to you guys is because I don't like the whole narrative of like, oh, you're begging people to support you and all this other stuff. And then I had to like get to myself and think like, at the end of the day, people gonna say and feel however they want to feel and say what they want to say. And I'm like, and at the end of the day, as much money as Joe Budden has, that's not stopping him from creating his Patreon or anybody else. So if you want to have your real supporters on a different platform, that's completely okay. So I just wanted to put this message out there to you guys and let you know what's been happening behind the scenes with YouTube and how they've been playing over here on my channel and how I plan on moving some content over to another location and hope that you guys will follow me over there. Okay. So again, I thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for listening. I'm sure you're going to get down in the comments and tippity tap type and let me know your thoughts about everything. Okay. If you like to join Patreon, the link will definitely be down below for you guys. Okay? Well, with that being said, I thank you guys so much for watching. I thank you guys so much for listening. Definitely go ahead and like up the video. You all still subscribe to the channel. Content will still be over here on this channel. Okay. Also, if you would like to get dibs on my reaction to the upcoming episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Real Housewives of Potomac, as well as my reviews for the show, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon. All of the links and details are down below. Thank you guys so much for your support. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.